This is what I'm wearing for Jumat today. Oud Mystique by Eden East. I think that's how you pronounce it. If not, then correct me in the comment section below. I actually got while I was on a trip in London, and I got it from Harrods. It was a Harrods exclusive. This pretty much is a Middle Eastern profile in terms of incense and oud. So think of like if you took oud and you burned it, but you almost have like a monastery type of incense that's burning. Almost like a Yemeni type of incense as well. This doesn't have a lot of oud in it, but for some people who are not used to oud might find this to be a little bit pungent, but it really isn't pungent at all. Whenever I go to Jummah prayer, I'm always finding myself attracted to wearing something that's oud. I think it's because it puts me in like a little bit of a spiritual mode. It gives confidence, it gives relaxation. At the same time, makes me feel like I have a clear head, that I can just relax and cool down and just kind of ponder over what it is that we're going to be learning. For those who don't know, Jummah prayer is a Friday prayer for Muslims, kind of similar to what you would get from like Sunday church. So you'll get a sermon, a reminder about life and things that you should be doing as a person, things that you should be bettering yourself at, and what really matters in life. And then we stand up and pray. Different cultures, different backgrounds, different languages, all standing together as one. It doesn't matter skin color, it doesn't matter your political affiliations. We're all united by one belief, which is the belief that there is one God to be worshipped, and that God sent prophets and messengers for the world to prepare us for the next life. And there's something about oud that helps me connect with that a little bit better, especially when you have a very high quality oud. It's interesting because we do have a tradition from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and that love for fragrance from a religious perspective is actually one of the things that spiked the cultural norms of perfuming oneself within the Arabian Peninsula. And believe it or not, this was actually something very unique to that area. It's not that people didn't adorn themselves with perfumery before that, but it's that perfumery was mainly relegated for like healing, spiritual excitement, religious ceremonies. And yes, people did adorn themselves for leisure, but in general, it was really relegated for the elites. It wasn't something that people would wear day to day on a regular basis. Like what we have today, that didn't happen. But after the advent of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the Arabian Peninsula, the love of perfumery permeated throughout that region. He was actually known for his scent. He would leave a scent trail and people would recognize that he passed by the smell of that scent trail. So it wasn't something that was kept for just religious norms. It was actually something that was part of the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and something that was encouraged for all Muslims to do. And eventually, as the Islamic empire spread, that custom and that habit continued to spread throughout the different regions that it expanded to. And it's not a secret to this day how much perfumery is loved within that region. Every culture continued to contribute to that love, as perfumery is really as old as time itself. It's not really just kept for one culture over another. But one definitely cannot deny the impact of the Middle East on the usage of perfumery today. The perfume industry as we know it being used by regular consumers like you, myself, and even at the point that it's reachable for all different price ranges and all different socioeconomic backgrounds. Believe it or not, that actually has very strong roots coming from directly the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, and how he impacted the Arabian Peninsula and how they impacted the world around them. I hit that follow, subscribe button, and as always, keep your faith and fragrances cool, calm, and protected. Peace.